Hello, everyone. My name's John Ennis, curator and producer at Journeys in Design. Welcome to our online design hub, aka My House and Garden, and to our continued wild weaving from home tutorials and workshops. I hope you're having some fun. We're joined, as ever, today by Akshata Mokashi in Mumbai. Akshata.
Hello John, hello everyone.
How are you doing? Listen, thank you so much for posting the tutorial at the start of the week. We've got a little bit of a format. First Tuesday in the month, a tutorial from you, and this month's was about weaving in a circle. And last Tuesday in the month, my efforts to have learned from your tutorial. And we'll roll with that format through the summer months and into the winter, I hope, all being well, time-wise and everything. So just in terms of logistics, we thought it would be easier to record something because of the time differences rather than go Facebook Live with everything. So I will pop this up on our YouTube channel under the workshops playlist. And I'll just do a little brief Facebook Live to introduce everything and to remind everyone that we're up and running. So I was super pleased with my cardboard backing weave you told me how to do the first week, and it's up in my kitchen. I feel very proud.
Oh, great.
So when I make my tea and coffee in the morning, that's what I see pretty much first thing. It's hanging above the sink. I'll drop a picture in when we put our little montage together.
Great. I really like the contrasts that you used and that we really
You know, they just sort of presented themselves because it was the netting that was in over fruit and vegetables. Were bright fruit and vegetable colors, of course, but plastics that would have to be thrown away. So they kind of wove together really nicely because they had a textile sort of sense, the netting. Yeah. So I was chuffed myself. However, not very chuffed this month. You might remember I had this hula hoop, which was guarded, and some wiring, which I cleared, as we're all doing, clearing cupboards during this time when we've got a little time to do these things. And I found this wire, which is redundant wire. I also found this wire, which I was going to use, but it turns out the pink is very useful speaker cable, and black is good television cable. So I had to abandon my plan, and I've re-looked at. So I'm no further on with my hoop, the hula hoop. But I'm a little further on my creative thinking, because you may know that we're running through May our Chasing Rainbows exhibition program with workshops and podcasts and things. So we were in India last week in Delhi with a beautiful friend talking about spirituality and colour in India. But the rainbow theme's been on my mind, and in my garage, which I've now managed to clear out, it was a whole bunch of plastic rope. Now, plastic rope's the curse of the seas, and there's a particularly inspired dredging group called Ghost Fishing who dredge up old plastic nets and plastic rope from the seabed because it's such a harmful element, and we need to salvage it as best we can. And I've got some pink rope to salvage, but I was hooting around. And I don't only have pink rope, I've got some rope with a little red in it, with a little orange in it, with some green, with some blue, and with some indigo. So you guessed it.
Oh, wow, a rainbow.
We're going to make a rainbow mat. So I haven't done it as yet, but this, fingers crossed, will be transformed into a rainbow mat. So all these things are otherwise pollutants, really, plastic things. Now, I don't have use for the rope at this point, so I'm going to make the mat, and that will be an outside circular mat. And I'm fancifully imagining I might do some meditation in my garden, but we'll see. How have things been for you in Mumbai? What are you? I know you're busy with work. What is work holding for you?
Yeah, so I've been working in a company called Live History India. Yes, so it is a digital platform, and we document stories around India related to heritage, art, and craft. So yeah, it's really great. I mean, every day I find something new, a new
Well,
story to read.
that's very
So
exciting.
yeah, so for the
It
art
reminds
and
me.
craft, yeah.
It reminds me of the project that I co-produced in 2014 called India Street, which looked at some wonderful the Bombay sample books that we had in the National Museum Scotland. I'll send a link to it, but we organised for a series of designers based in Scotland to link with a series of designers
Oh,
in India. And
oh, that's
are jointly inspired by this old archive of sample books from Mumbai in that
oh,
19th century. So I'll send you some links from that. But
sure.
it's a
It
wonderful
would be
project to be
amazing.
involved in. It was a very early one for me in my curatorial practice, and it was I didn't curate it. I helped produce it with British Council and Creative Scotland, and it was a wonderful opening exhibition along with Summer Party, our August 2014 exhibition.
Wow.
So the work you're doing sounds fascinating. Have you been looking at any stories in particular?
Yeah, so the stories related to art, craft, and textiles, I've been like judged for it. And like as you know, I came back in January here. So the first story that we did was on Bidri art. So
What's
there's
that called?
Bidri art, Bidri.
What is,
Uh, s- so it's a kind of metal art, and uh, there's a place called like Bidar in Hyderabad. Uh, and yeah, the artisans like those engrave details on metalware, which is mostly black and silver. So they really do a very like interesting process where they use the Bidar. There's a fort in Bidar. Um, they use the specific soil that is found there, and using that, they get the color black on the metal. So it's really interesting to
wow.
see how the process works.
And you've been
So that,
researching that and writing it up.
yeah, and then we visited the place, so we
You got to go.
documented. Yeah,
How wonderful.
so that was my
How long a
first
journey was that for you?
3 days.
Wow.
Yeah,
What, so
it
you
was a
spent
short
time.
one.
And how far away from your place near Mumbai is it?
So by flight, it took around 2 hours, 2 hours to reach.
And of course,
But
lockdown has ended in India.
yeah, it's not ended completely. It's just eased down a bit.
Right.
But yeah, it's extended till the end of May now, but they'll extend more, it seems like 10th of June. But yeah, it's eased down a bit.
Uh,
Companies are, yeah.
it's eased down, but the temperature's up.
Oh, yes.
It's super hot.
It's humid and hot, so it might
Humid and
rain
hot. Well,
soon.
we are coming into that beautiful bit of Scottish weather, early summer, and we're getting a little consistent
Oh,
sun and some warmth in the air. So there's always a contrast.
lovely.
Seasons are always valued. So
Yeah.
that won't have left you much time for a meditative weaving. But I've just wanted to point out, I don't know if it's visible over my shoulder, but just in the window here is a lovely piece
Oh,
to do along with the group at Artisans.
yes, yes.
That hangs, and I see that every morning from my workstation. So it's a lovely
Lovely.
reminder of your time here. And I understand you've been putting the circular weave technique to good use. Can you tell us a little about it?
So after I made the video, like I was using the fabric stripes from my mom's cupboard, and then I just felt like,
What?
oh, I should complete this now. So I completed the whole circle, and that week on Sunday was Mother's Day. So I
Yes.
was just thinking, during the lockdown, you cannot really go out and buy any gift. So I thought, why not make something handmade? And I was in the process of completing the circle weaving. So thanks to you that I completed it and made a bag
You
purse
made
out
a
of it.
bag for your mother for Mother's Day. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Both sides?
Sorry?
Can we see? Can you turn it around?
Yeah. Oh yes, sure. So the back side is just
Oh
plain.
my goodness! Congratulations.
And yes, it's like a small circular purse.
That is fantastic. Well, look, there's a product, not just a meditative weave, but a beautiful gift for your mother. Well, I family are well, and I'm sure that was much appreciated.
Yes, yes. My mom liked it.
Great. Well, Akshata, it's lovely to see you again. We're looking forward to the tutorial first Tuesday of the month, so that's next Tuesday. Then the last Tuesday of next month, I hope to be presenting both the result of your next tutorial and my efforts, which have
Sure.
been sad so far. Well, let's see. I'm not going to be making a giant bang. See how far I get. Thank you for your expertise shared. Good luck with this really interesting project, and we'll see each other soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Cheers
for
for now.
joining me again. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye bye.